Welcome to the Towering Tropical Shirt NFL Football Update, where I get to talk about all things NFL, and once again brought to you by Mango Rum, which is so good, hello, and good for you. Yes, we are at week 10. It's already week 10. We know who the great teams are, and we know who the terrible teams are. But for me, if I was going to rank the top 3 teams right now in the NFL, I got to start off with the Baltimore Ravens. Then I'm going to give the Chiefs some love. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. And then coming out of the NFC, I still think the Eagles are the best team. So we got that out the way, but let's talk about some of the great games that we got coming up this week. Today, this being Sunday, I got to move on this mofo. First game, battle in the AFC North. Classic clash between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. In case you haven't noticed, the Ravens I think are probably the best team in football right now. And Cleveland, well, it looks like Deshaun Watson is playing. He played okay and well enough to win last week against a really bad, I forgot who they played, but it was a really bad team. I think it was the Cardinals. Yeah, they shut them out, big whoop. But here they are now, they're going into Baltimore, they're facing the Ravens, and unfortunately Cleveland is going to be without 3 of their top offensive linemen. That does not bode well, especially for Deshaun Watson, who's he's still working his way back from injury. Their defense is good. Their defense is really, really good, but in no way can their defense shut out the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, this Ravens defense is going to feast on a very depleted Cleveland Brown offensive line. Therefore, I am taking the Ravens to win that one. Moving on to an interconference blast, we've got the San Francisco 49ers, losers of 3 in a row, going into Jacksonville, winners of 5 in a row. Both teams are coming off byes, so health, in terms of getting rest in between games is not really a factor. Good news for the 49ers is that they get Deebo Samuel back. They hope to get Trent Williams back, their massive offensive tackle. Since those guys have been hurt, like I said, the Niners have lost 3 in a row. Meanwhile, while you were looking, the Jags have, I think, reeled off 5 straight victories. Trevor Lawrence, he of the Golden Locks, is playing at I'd say an MVP level. Their defense has been surprisingly good too. So who do I like in this game? This is a statement game. Whoever wins this game can say like, hey, you know what? We are really good. We're a bona fide playoff team. You know what? It's hard for me to see the 49ers losing 4 in a row to getting Deebo Samuel back. I think the Jags are going to take them. They're playing at home. They're supremely confident. Damn it, I'm taking the Jags to win that one. Here's another battle between different conferences and really good teams. We've got the Detroit Lions going out to LA to take on the Chargers. In our last episode, the Lions had the week off. They got healthy. They're bringing back David Montgomery to go with their rookie in the backfield. Meanwhile, it's a short week for the Chargers after flying to the East Coast and clobbering the Jets on Monday Night Football. Their defense looked really, really good. But then again, remember, they were playing the Jets. I am not sure if they can they can count on the Lions being as inept offensively. Although I will say, in these battles between AFC and NFC powerhouses, the AFC has always come out on top. However, in thinking this point, I think the Lions are the better team. They're going to be playing on a fast track, so weather is not going to matter. Jared Goff is also playing very well, so therefore I say it's going to be a tight one, could be a shootout, but I like the Lions to win. You want to see a toss-up game? How about the Saints versus the Vikings? I mean, what Saints team is going to show up? They've been the most maddening, inconsistent team, I think, in pro football this year. Meanwhile, the Vikings, who I thought were going to flop as hell last week, they won. Their rookie got knocked out. They brought in Dobbs, who's only been in the camp for 5 days, and damn guy looked pretty good. So the Vikings are playing at home. It's indoors. I really don't know what the Saints, what they're doing. So, just on a flyer, I'm going to take the Vikings. Hey, if they play well enough, they could really make the playoffs. So I like the Vikings to win that one. Here's the game. If you saw it on the schedule way back in September, you would think this game ain't going to mean jack. Well, it does. It's the Houston Texans going into Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. The Texans are really good. And, the play of quarterback rookie C.J. Stroud has been exceptional. He's been one of the best quarterbacks in the AFC this year, plays so much better than his rookie status. Meanwhile, the Bengals, they're finally starting to get it all together. Joe Burrow is healthy, he's finding his targets, and the defense is starting to play much, much better because they're playing with the lead more than likely now. So they look good too. How am I seeing this game going? Well, you know what? This is a big litmus test for the Texans. I mean, they're still in the hunt for the playoffs here in week 10. Who knew? Big game for C.J. Stroud because as good as the Texans have been, they're going to be asked to keep up with a Cincinnati offense that can just light up the scoreboard. Playing in Cincinnati, I think that's a big advantage for the Bengals. It's going to be a hostile environment for the rookie. I like the Bengals to win in a shootout. I'm thinking the first team to 35 wins this game. Just because I have to. We've got Sunday night football between the Jets and the Raiders. If you watch the, I done with Zach. But who else are we going to play? We can't bring Joe Namath out of retirement. I'm not really sure what we're going to expect to see out of Zach this game. Thankfully, they're playing on the road. It's not like there aren't going to be any Jet fans in Vegas, because there will be. But maybe the pressure will be off, and maybe he'll show me something. Meanwhile, the Raiders, they played inspired football last week under new interim coach Antonio Pierce. They actually played like they wanted to win, like they knew what the game was all about. Going back into the 60s, this used to be a great rivalry. You know, they played in championship games all the time. The luster is worn off. How do I see this game going? The Jet offensive line can't block for beans. They're going to have a problem again with Mac Crosby coming off the edge. But, the Raiders' O-line ain't all right about either. They looked good against the Giants last week, but again, that was against the Giants. I think the Jets are going to pull this one out. I think they're going to, God damn it, they better just put on their damn big boy pants and go out and win a game. Otherwise, I mean, the AFC East is there for the taking. Dudes, just reach out, shake the goddamn tree and take it. So, I say, reluctantly, don't bet the house money on it, but I'm going to take the Jets to win that one. So there you have it. Those are the picks for this week. How am I doing overall? Well, last week I think I went 4-2, so I'm still over 500. I think I'm at a 586 or 590 clip overall. Not too shabby, Tabby. Hey, so let me know. How do you feel about my picks? How you feel about the game? Subscribe to my YouTube page there, my YouTube channel. Hook me up check me out on Facebook. But more than anything, look at this. This is where I am right now. But come 2:30, I'm going to be over at Rowdy Joe's watching some football, enjoying the games. Hey, if you're on the St. Croix, come on down to Rowdy Joe's and watch some football with me. We can do some shots and you can give me grief about the Jets. Anyway, have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you soon.